So my name is Jeff Chang. I am 37 years old. I'm a father of two. I got a boy and a girl, 15 and 7. I've been married for 16 years. That's a little bit about me.
Why did you become a cop?
Why did I become a cop? Well, because I've always been a person that likes to help other people.
Was it hard to become a cop?
Becoming a cop, in the state of Minnesota, you need a 2-year degree, at least an associate's degree. I know that schooling can be hard for some people. I think if you're talking about schooling, schooling is only as hard as what you make it to be. As far as the job in itself, when I first applied and I got an invitation to come take the physical test, yeah, the physical test could be hard for some people. But the thing is, you know that you're going to be a police officer. That's what you're going to school for. You should be staying in shape anyways, right? You shouldn't be eating Culver's 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I kept myself in shape and healthy for that. And so, I mean, as far as it being hard there, it's not hard if you kept yourself in shape.
What are some pros and cons about your job?
You know, you get pretty cool equipment, right? I mean, you get to shoot down at the range. You get to drive fast sometimes. You get to go and help people. You get to see people interact with other people. You get to deal with their issues. You see them, the inner workings of human beings. Adds more cons to it. I mean, nowadays, you know, with the excessive use of force from some officers, you know, when you guys have heard that that saying where it says the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? We gotta remind ourselves not to paint a broad brush across a profession when there's one bad apple.
Yeah.
Nowadays in this society, it's very tough being a cop because everywhere we look, we're under a microscope, right? Mm-hmm. Everything we do, we're under a microscope, and I think that we are the most trained individuals in this profession than any other profession that you can ever be in.
So this is a question
we talk about it all the time.
within our group that we've been having on our minds lately is, if you flick off a cop, could you get pulled over or arrested?
Yes.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No. Sometimes we deal with people that don't like us. Sometimes these people are just either drunk or on drugs. But I don't know. It just, you know, sometimes it's just people that don't like cops, and you can flick off a cop. You can tell a cop to go and pound sand. I mean, if it's not egregious or if it's not threatening, we really don't care. We just let it roll off our shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have to be the bigger person.
What is the biggest law enforcement challenge you see in our community?
I think the biggest law enforcement challenge that we see in just an overall community would be police and community relationship. It seems like the media, the news, they've taken certain pieces of law enforcement, twisted, right, and have broadcast that and shown the people that are watching or that are out there. And sometimes I feel like people only see one side of the story and they don't see the other, and they get very, very emotional about one side of the story, and then it turns into a belief, and it turns into a belief system. I'm the type of person that would like to hear out both sides of the story, and then examine it, and then make my decision on what I believe or what I've seen about that situation there. And so the small part of the community and the police aren't at very good odds right now.
So I was wondering if you could do some cuffing techniques on our buddy or
Oh,
test
oh.
buddy.
Yeah, I mean, let me go grab my handcuffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I will do a handcuffing technique on your buddy.
Alright. I think my mom.
Usually when I have my belt on, my handcuffs they're sitting over here somewhere. But majority of cops, they wear their equipment usually somewhere around this vicinity, so they can go and grab it. They have cuffs here. They might have cuffs back here. But if I'm going to handcuff you, okay, I'm not just gonna come up and be like, oh, yeah, this is my guy. Hey, come here, man. What are you doing? All right. I want to give this guy some verbal command. Give him a heads up of why he's gonna be handcuffed.
Oh, okay.
Right? You can't just come up and be like, oh, okay, just come here, and start twisting his arm. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to put your my hands behind my back.
Yeah.
Or why you're even touching me. So tell me why. So go ahead, turn around, put your hands behind your back, and I'll say, look away from me. There you go. Put your hands behind your back. All right, there we go. Can you take a step forward? Stop. Straighten yourself out. So something like that, right? Again, I told him what to do, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and what he should do.
Okay.
All right, so he needs to follow my orders, right? So I want him to comply with my orders. From here, he looks like he's a compliant individual.
All right.
All right, and I'm not nervous as I would be if he started to lip off at me. Then I would probably start to think, maybe I should get a partner here. Because if he fights with me, I'd rather fight him with two people than fight him alone.
Oh, okay.
But then he's compliant, and he's turned around, and he's put his hands behind his back, and he's listened to everything I said. From here, then I'll go to my handcuffs. I want to keep my hands free just like this until he does what I say. And if he decides to, let's say, start reaching into his pockets, I don't want to have my handcuffs like this, be like, oh, and if he takes out a weapon, now I have to put my handcuffs back, which is not going to happen. So that's why I never want to take my handcuffs out until I know that I got him in a position that I want him to be in. Because I want to keep this hand free. This is my shooting hand. This is my gun hand, my weapon hand. All right, so I want to go for my gun. Okay. From here, I like to tell people, hey, just put your hands behind your back because that's where they're going to eventually end up anyways. I'll just say, Aiden, hands behind your back, please. Thumbs up towards the sky. Both your thumbs up towards the sky. From here, hey man, just stay looking away from me. Do not turn around. Do you understand?
Sir.
Feel the authority in his
Then
voice.
my handcuffs comes out. And then from here, I'm going to approach like the ninja that I am. I'm gonna be super quiet. And I'm going to come up. And then what I like to do is handcuff from right to left. Some people like to handcuff from left to right. I don't like to do a little crisscrossing. I want to do it in one fell swoop. So I'll come up. I'll grab his whole hand just like this.
All right.
Okay?
I'm not that sensitive.
I'll grab his whole hand just like this. And the reason why I like to grab the whole hand, you see some cops, they come up and they'll grab like, they'll grab like the two fingers like this.
All right.
Or they'll come up and they'll grab the thumb like this. Or they'll come up and they'll grab the hand like this, just the four fingers. If Aiden wanted to fight me, he's like, today's not the day I'm gonna fight this cop. Right? Aiden, just grab me. He can grab me here, and then if he turns around and swings with that left hand, I can't let go of him because he has a grip of me, right?
Yeah.
He has a hold of me. I don't have a hold of him. Okay, that's why I like grabbing the whole hand because he can't grab my hand.
Yeah. Okay.
So if he turns around, I can just let go.
Disengage.
Yep. Or I can engage,
Okay.
right, and fight him, right? So I'll grab the whole hand. What I like to do is I do not like to put my handcuffs over their jackets.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay? What I like to do is we're gonna have to move that out of the way because cops have put handcuffs over people's jacket or sweater, and what they have done because it's so bulgy and big and thick is sometimes the cuff doesn't go all the way around and they can slip their hands out of the cuffs. I want to hit that sharp point of his wrist.
Okay.
All right, because when I hit that sharp point with the bow, it spins all the way around
Real quick.
real quick. Now, If I don't hit the sharp part of the bone here, sometimes the cuff doesn't go all the way around, and then what it does is that when it does get all the way around, it's gonna bite them right here. It's gonna hurt. If I do it here, your wrist might be small enough to where it goes around, but I'll just do it slowly. See that? See how I hit him where that sharp point is? And then now I have to mess around and kind of like maneuver it and then use my finger down here to kind of get that cuff on and do this. Okay, I don't want to do that. I just want to come up and go boom, and then boom. So if he keeps his hand down, I have the flat part of his wrist. But if I say, put your thumb towards the sky, now I have the sharp bone, right?
All right.
I come up, I like to put my leg here, in between his leg here, just in case he wants to turn around on me. So from here, I like to get a nice good base, just in case he wants to fight.
All right.
I want to keep my eyes on him here and here at the same time, because I don't want him to turn around and see what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay? And he already agreed, hey, don't turn around, don't move, look away from me, do you understand? He said yes, right? And so I come up, here, boom, and then come over to the second hand here, and in one fell swoop from right to left. Hard, his shoulders going up and down. He's like, I'm gonna kick your butt. That's a good time to spray him in the face, right? Or they go,
Okay, sir. Please get off.
what do you want?
Get off the premises.
You get off the premise. You know, I didn't call you. Why are you even here?
There has been a call about you. Not from you, but
You know what? I hate cops. Screw you. I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna kick your butt. And then from here, you're gonna say, you're gonna get sprayed. You're gonna get sprayed down the ground. All right, good. Dispatch to a loud music complaint with a possible gunshot. The neighbor called and she thinks she might have heard a gunshot go off. And she wants us to check on the neighbor. All right, you and I arrived to the apartment, and now we're in the hallway, we're walking up to that apartment. We're gonna do it very quietly.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you?
He has a gun.
Put the gun down!
Put it
Put the
down!
gun down! Get on the ground, get on the
Oh,
ground!
he's pointing it towards you now. You have to. You gotta put down the gun.
okay. Put down the gun. Put down the gun right now.
He's pointing the gun towards you now. Nice.
Well, let it.